The trip for the third, they're set. Light is flashing. Offered racing, more special. Absolutely got out of the gates like it was slung-shot, landing in front clearly. Gathering speed, Zanique driving forward, takes it on and will burn off quickly after the start. More special and getting across the newcomer, Lord Vampy. Odenarka's up prominent, guarding heaven outside of it, 3 deep through the first few hundred. Over on the inside, Knock One back in the company of Kalima and Ancient Guidance. Dreamtime Jean is second from last, and the tail ender as they leave the back is Secret She Keeps. By the 800 they travel, going out towards the side. Zanique being allowed to run by Watson, a length and a half. The debutant Lord Vampy second. Over on the inside, more special. Guarding heaven, covering additional ground. Odenarka's behind those. About to be joined by Kalima. Up there and about 4 lengths from the leaders as they come towards the turn. Ancient Guidance behind her. Over on the inside then, Knock One back, followed by Secret She Keeps, and Dreamtime Jean is last as they'd balanced up at the 375. It's Zanique who leads the way. Now called upon by Pike, Lord Vampy. Guarding heaven lets down. No run, more special. Down the outside, Kalima. Odenarka flat to the floorboards. Ancient Guidance, the widest of them. Lord Vampy went to Zanique and got the head in front inside the last 100. Ancient Guidance, though, cutting them all down. Ancient Guidance is going to sail home down the outside. Ancient Guidance drawing clear from them, and one with a handbrake on. Ancient Guidance won easily from Lord Vampy. Guarding heaven battled. Zanique likewise near the fence from Odenarka. Dreamtime Jean, Kalima, followed then by More Special. Didn't seem to get a lot of room over on the fence in the straight. Then came Knock One back, and Secret She Keeps amongst the last of them home. Well, that has been an exercise gallop. Ancient Guidance scratched on Wednesday and has just absolutely played with them. Victoria Corva sitting up, just letting the horse idle to the post and winning by an extending margin. Number 2, Ancient Guidance, posting its second victory in 8 runs, hasn't just won, it has obliterated them. 3.5 lengths to Lord Vampy, Guarding Heaven, Zanique. Kalima couldn't go on, and Odenarka was in behind them and was the first to really be tested at the 200. The winner is By God Has Spoken from Indala. It's a Galileo mare owned by S. Kirkup, trained by Boy Hill and ridden by Victoria Corva. Fine victory, defeating 7 Lord Vampy by Playing God out of Vampy Lass for Oakland Park and Danelle Pierce, trained by Dan and Ben Pierce, ridden by Willie Pike. And 9 Guarding Heaven third, a Safeguard filly out of Heaven tonight. Lynn Sayers, Miss S.J. Williamson, also Mrs. L.J. Montague, Mrs. H. Kirkup, Mrs. C. Dover, trained by Boy Hill and ridden by Brad Parnham. So a really good result for the Hill stable. 1:21.7 being the time, 36.31 the 600, and 3 lengths a short head, the margins there. Ancient Guidance absolutely waltzing in. Race 4, the Morley Growers Market Handicap, over 1400, will go at 1:33. Number 5, She's a Sweet Deal, is the sole scratching. As we take you downstairs, after the first 2 races were dominated by the pacemakers, this one's come off the speed and absolutely launched to record an effortless victory. Scotty?
Hasn't it what, Macca? That was a very, very impressive win, Ancient Guidance. Ryan Hill can't afford a second strapper, so he's actually had to grab Guiding Heaven himself. So we won't get a word from the trainer, but we'll get a word later on from Victoria Corva as she comes in on Ancient Guidance. Last start was running second behind Kalima. We don't think in time that's going to be bad form at all because she looks like an above average filly, but today gets into a Saturday race after Vicky's claim, only I think 55 kilos on the back. So a really good use of her 3 kilo allowance. And look, I must admit, when he loomed up, I thought, where are the rest of them, Michael? Because in the end, he was in a race on his own. He got right away from them.
It was a really impressive win, and I thought pre-race that this horse looked like, well, the win 4 starts ago now, when he was 3 wide, no cover throughout. He bolted in by 4 lengths, and the last 2 starts, he's drawn barrier 1 and probably hasn't been the same horse when he's had to settle on the fence. But today, drawn off the fence and ended up shuffled back to the second half of the field today. But Victoria Corva was aboard, and Vic, it looks like this horse appreciates being off the fence.
Yeah, it's kind of more than that. Like, I got tricked into riding him out of his comfort zone from barrier 1. You know, you want a whole box seat, but I think it suits him being back in the field and getting on the bridle.
Did he feel the winner a long way out? Because he's ended up winning by a pretty considerable margin then.
Yeah, no, he did. I was just trying to work him into clear air smoothly, which ended up happening, so that was good.
Back into an awkward spot, but the race seemed to work out okay for you as you straightened for home.
Yeah, no, when we slowed up a little bit, it suited him because then he could get on the bridle and let down like he can.
Really nice win, well done.
Yeah, thank you.
There's the stick, Victoria Corver, 2 strong in race number 3, teaming up with Ryan Hill, and Ancient Guidance wins another race and banks a very nice West Speed Platinum check there in race number 3 out of Belmont Park. Those numbers 2, 7, 9 and 5. Lord Vampy in second. Stablemate to Ancient Guidance, Guarding Heaven runs third. 2, 7, 9 and 5.